he was like first round 27 or something.
Percy would have panned out perfect
if he wasn't a bitch.
If he didn't get fucking headaches all the time
every day. I don't want to play this game. I miss 60% of the games a year because I have migraines.
Do I get paid for it?
Yeah, and then we traded him away to Seattle, and he played like 4 games for Seattle in 2 years. And they're like, all right.
He won a Super Bowl with them, didn't they?
Yeah, but not in the starting lineup.
No, but still won a Super Bowl.
Traverse Jackson has a Super Bowl win too, because of that.
So did Joe Webb, doesn't he?
Or was he still with the Vikings when they won?
He was with the Vikings.
Because now he was with Carolina.
He still is.
He is still?
Well, so he went to Carolina, and then he went back to Minnesota for a year or something, and then he went back to Carolina. I'm pretty sure he had 2 stints. Oh yeah, Webb. I'm pretty sure he had 2 stints in Minnesota. He might not have gotten out of like training camp, but I think he came back one time after. But so my first inkling is Troy Williamson. That's when I go first round, got big name draft receivers. Troy Williamson. Okay. I'm gonna give you 2 stat lines. One is Troy Williamson. One is Laquan Treadwell. Tell me which one you think is which. So, and I there's more stats I've heard about this, but the only ones I could find were just like catches, yards, and touchdowns. But I've also seen stats on like their yards per catch and shit, like drop rates and all that bullshit. Okay, so one guy that played 40 games for the Vikings with 56 catches, 517 yards, and 1 touchdown. All right?
That's true.
The other guy has 49 games, 87 receptions, 1,131 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Treadwell's only had the 1 touchdown for him.
Yep. So Laquan Treadwell in 4 seasons has 30 less catches, only 9 less games, which even if you do 5 catches a game, what is that, maybe 30 catches? So okay, let's say theoretically he has the same amount of catches in 49 games as Troy Williamson. But still. So you have 56 to 87. You have 1,131 to 517. And you have 1 to 4. That's 4 times more touchdowns than Laquan Treadwell.
The reason that Treadwell's not as big of a bust is they can use him in the blocking game.
Yeah. Well.
And Williamson was just he was a fucking whip of a guy that some of you
What's crazy to me is what's crazy to me is Troy Williamson got like 2 heavy years of use really.
Yeah.
And then he was pretty much just like a nobody on the Vikings after like year 3. And
because Nike even tried to use him as a they brought him into eye training class. Oh yeah, they worked with him on
because it's his eyes.
Eye-hand coordination. Well, I mean, to me, that's what it was. You could see him track the ball, and he was kind of like, fucking hands on what the hell they're doing. You're looking at feeling and dig. You watch that ball till the last fucking minute, and defense back there.
Yeah. Last season was Laquan Treadwell's best season of his career. He played 15 games out of 16, and out of 15 games, he had 35 catches for 302 yards and 1 touchdown. That touchdown coming in week 2 against the Packers. No, wait. After he caught that touchdown in the first quarter against the Packers, he did have 3 third down drops in the 4th quarter in overtime.
Oh, no, because that's what everybody focus on.
Well,
you catches any one of those and you win the game.
No, exactly. I was.
One was a shitty back by Cousins. The guy was right on his ass, coming over the top of him.
I was listening. The only reason why I thought I knew about like Treadwell easily being the biggest bust in Vikings history for receivers was I was listening to like a Vikings, it's like a Minnesota sports talk thing, and they were talking about the Vikings, and they were just, like they were saying the same sort of thing. Was like, God, when you think back, you go, there's no way Laquan Treadwell was as bad as Troy Williamson, and you go, God damn, he was worse.
And the reason you think that is because Treadwell, when he's dropping, there's usually guys hanging
Sometimes.
Williamson was like throwing the fucking kid, just playing catch with him out there.
Mhm.
Fucking business. Like, there's no be within 10 fucking yards of you. And that Bears game that year, when I went home, I had it recorded. I went home and I watched it. And you see the defensive back and the safety both backpedaling, staying with him, and pretty soon it's just like, I don't know.
He could get.
And he caught it, and they're like, oh, fuck, really?
Really?
Oh, I mean, the look on their face is like, oh, really? Well, the fucking time to catch, you gotta catch it now. Really? He's out there and got it.
Fucking victory.
How's it going?
Good.
Smoothies.
Shitty.
What?
Yeah.
City.
Shitty.
Candies and
Smoothies.
And I got my 2 rooms in my basement. I bought I don't know which one it was. I think it was a kind of brownish purplish can.
Yeah.
The bear paint. He says, it's just like pushing quickstand, he said. It's just fun. You just don't buy this shit ever again.
Bear, is that there?
What kind was it?
I don't know. I think it was the darker can. The brownish or.
Talk about thick stuff. I bought that deck over.
Oh.
That's like 8 times thicker than normal paint.
Does it work?
Yeah,
The deck conditioner, you put it on the top and it just seals up?
I put it on the deck. It's a paint, and I put it on 4 years ago for my daughter's graduation. And the thing was completely like sand down and nothing, and put on, and the only spots that really need any touch up are where the knots are,
Yeah.
because they kind of peel off or chip. They're not even peeling off; they're just chipping, you know. But other than that, this stuff works.
Same definitely.
They said it would, and it is. There's a couple spots where it's peeling off, and that's only where some of the wood's rotting. And it's not on the deck, it's on the posts, couple posts, and then there's a wood, wood about that big going all the way around. And that's in the corners, that's kind of rotting out. But other than that,
How tough was it to put on? Put it on with like a squeegee or a brush?
it was put on with, I work here and I don't have any time to do anything. Believe me, my gardens have suffered too. And I finally, the one garden I had that was all set and nice, it was almost my vegetable garden, the deer eat everything in the garden. They've never done that before. They came to my yard and they eat it down the stubs. So I have one cucumber this big. Usually by now I'm giving them out in quarts to my neighbors. I have one so far for the whole year. Right now.
So where do you live? Because I'm pretty sure the deer meat's gonna be very tender. It's just like beef.
Ooh. I live in the southwest part of town, in town. And they're in our neighborhood.
Got a question, post office question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you used to work there. So, I mailed a package, USPS, out to Montana to my brother.
Yeah.
And the zip code that I had on the envelope was wrong, and they corrected it before they sent it out. And they gave me, apparently there was a tracking number on the receipt. I don't have the receipt anymore, and my brother still hasn't got it, and it was mailed on the 31st. If I go back in there, will they be able to pull up that transaction?
I would think so. I never did that part of it. I just delivered mail. But I think that they should be able to, because they have all these records,
Or if it got out there and it was undeliverable, would they send it back?
If it was undeliverable, then
Like if
there
nobody,
should be a return address on
it
it.
should.
Then they should. Yeah, I don't know why he hasn't gotten it. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, that you said
You
they
shouldn't be
should.
sending drugs through the mail or planners.
Right.
They don't like that.
There's a dildo for it.
I got held up there.
No, it was,
Whistle it.
no, I went in there on my lunch break the other day, stood in line for 20 minutes, got up to the counter, and the guy's like, oh, you gotta talk to the supervisor. And by that time, I was third in line again, and said, fuck this, I'm just gonna come back later and waste more of my goddamn time.
Sounds like me.
I told my wife, I'm like, why didn't you just send the shit FedEx? Would've been much easier. Damn post office loses everything.
Yeah, you should have had that by now, unless you shipped it like 15 class mail or something like that. Even a Campbell should have it there by now.
I would hope so.
Pony Express.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're putting up the baggage as they go from Rochester to
Oh, God. I really doubt it.
Right, so it should be fairly easy to track that, even if they didn't have it.
Well, and I'm like, I know I've got the date and time that it was mailed, because I know what time the transaction went through on my bank account. I just don't have the receipt to look it up to be like, okay, who signed for it, or even where it was delivered to.
Yeah, if they deliver it, they should be able to give you a proof of delivery.
Yeah, they should. You have that tracking stuff. You have what you need. I would go talk to them because I should have.
Maybe when I have more fucking time.
How you doing?
So,
How much was the bill
Oh, it was a keychain. It was asking my brother if he could be the godfather of the
Oh.
son. I spent $40 on this fucking keychain, and it was like an envelope and.
$6.42 bag of recently. Oh, field, sorry.
so Laquan Treadwell averages a drop every 6 catches.
So throw it to him 5 times.
And stop.
Sit.
Mm-hmm.
And then in practice, throw him for some more.
His last 2 years, he has 55 catches and 9 drops.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Like, most of the things, because this isn't like